just under 19 and a half to go, hours that is. The number 2 Mercedes-Benz with Manuel Metzger behind the wheel is leading the race by something over half a minute from the 911 Porsche, number 911 and model 911. That's the Manthey Grello car. Its teammate just coming into the pit lane with Patrick Pilet. He doesn't seem to have been in that car very long either from that. Oh, I'm sorry, no, forget that. I'm watching something on the screen that isn't live. Hindhoff in watching replay by accident. Shocker, not really a headline there for me. So 2 Mercedes, half a minute back to the 911 Porsche in second place. Then it's another Mercedes, the number 48 car, and that is another 1 minute and 7 seconds further back. Peter Dum. No, see, I'm going to do that all the time. I say that. Romain Dumas in the 31 Porsche is in 4th position. That's the red and white Fricadelli car. He's a further 10 seconds in arrears. Top 5 made up with the first of the Audis. That's Fred Vervichen, the number 4 Phoenix car. He's another 23 seconds further back. Let's give you the top 10 here. Another half a minute further back is Renger van der Zande in the number 16 Mercedes. Then it's Chris Haase in the 29 Audi, the Land car, and he's another 24 seconds further back. 8th is the Lamborghini, the number 7 car. It's 44 seconds back down the road and has 1 minute and 6 on the BMW of Peter Dumbrek, DUM in that one. The 33 Falcon car. Top 10 made up by the number 12. That's a Porsche, and that sits in 10th position and just a second behind Peter Dumbrek. In the classes, oh, hang on, Martin's taking the list away. So I've got no clue which ones we're supposed to be doing on this hour, because he's taking his list away where it was written on the back. And he's disappeared for dinner. So here's the classes. I will give you all of them. XPX led by Thomas Munch in the Glickenhaus. In the SP7 category, Sebastian von Gartzen for Müllner Motorsport in the 62 Porsche. Thank you. So this is an even hour. So actually I wasn't doing too badly there. So SP8 and SP8T, Rent to Drive Familiar Racing's Porsche GT3 Cup MR standing for Manthey Racing of David Ackerman. They lead in 35th position, that's the 49 car. 8T, now 8T is led by the Black Falcon Knuffy team. Mike Stursberg in 36th position, and they are leading by how far? 2 minutes and 12 seconds in that category. In SP7, I think we did that one, that's good, yeah. SP4, further down the field, is Hans-Joachim Legemann in the BMW E90. Just one car in that class. He's 127th in the number 325. SP4T is the Edoardo Romanelli driven number 85 Golf Mark V R-Line GTI. He leads the class by 51 seconds and he is in 116th position for the MSC Zenzi in ADAC machine, ended machine. TCR, I'm about to do this, is the N30 TCR, the i30N should I say, Hyundai Motorsport, and Andres Gulden still behind the wheel of the 170. Took that lead with the demise of a couple of cars around it, but has built up a 4 minute and 45 second lead. Is that a cheer? I hear from the Hyundai UK PR campsite at Camping am Nurburgring. I'm sure it is. SP3 is the next category in this update, and that is... This is the first one of these I've done. There it is. It's a Toyota GT86 for TMG, the Toyota Motorsport GmbH, the Lars Perker driven number 115 car with a 2 minute 50 second lead, sitting, well, it's just been passed actually. It's gone across the line. It was 101st and it's just dropped down to 102nd. SP6 is a Porsche Cayman GT4 Club Sport, the Schmickler powered machine. That's Ivan Yakima in the 80 car, 57 position. Heinz 57, I think that's a class of its own, that car, yes it is. And SP10, which is the GT4, the global GT4 category, SP10, at the moment being led by the Black Falcon Team Identica Mercedes AMG GT4 Marek Buchmann in the number 70 car, 42nd overall, and with a 1 minute 55 second lead. Meantime, we've had a problem for Timo Scheider out on the circuit in his BMW. It really has been a horrible time for BMW. We'll pick up the details for that, and there'll be another hourly update in 56 minutes' time. So more problems out on the track. This is at Tiergarten, Marshall's Post 200. And was that BMW, Johnny Palmer? Welcome back.
Thank you, yes.
Getting involved with someone else's accident, as the leader, by the way, is in the pit lane.
Well, the run through Brunchen and down towards Flansgarten was looked to be an out-of-control Hyundai just nailing the back of Timo Scheider's BMW number 42, the Schnitzer entry. But I didn't see...
was that not a Tiergarten?
Well, there was another incident, which was, I think there was a BMW going off, which was... I couldn't recognise that car, but it was a different incident.
Oh, right.
That was a blue car going off at speed.
All right, okay.
And we've also had a 244 BMW 240i from Class 5 stuck in the gravel, I think at the end of the start-finish line. But the second-place car, Earl Bamber, has come into the pit lane.
Yeah.
So I'll try and work out the sort of bits and pieces from those huge... I mean, the Timo Scheider incident was a monster crash, and thankfully the Hyundai driver is also now out of the number 170
that was the
car.
That was the class leading TCR car, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Yes. So you will have mentioned
left
that
front
name.
suspension ripped asunder, Johnny.
Andreas Gulden. Yeah, but I mean the car just did not stop. It was either an open throttle into that corner or zero brakes, and the BMW gets absolutely nailed into the right-hander.
Oh, yeah.
And goes straight across the track.
That's just coming out of Brunchen, actually. So that's coming down into Brunchen,
yeah,
through what you call Brunchen 2, and then
into
Ice Curve, the left-hander, right in front of everybody that's down there. So which BMW was that? It's
42.
It is the 42, is it?
Let's just check the Scheider car. But yeah, it's the right colours for the Schnitzer car.
It is a right colour for a Schnitzer car, absolutely.
Yeah, a car that had problems earlier on in the race.
Can I have my bonnet back, please?
They were...
The bizarre one was looking like a Schwedenkreuz or Arenberg, which was completely unconnected to this two-car accident. But the Hyundai caught the back of the BMW and then creamed into the barrier. So it's a double impact for poor Andreas Gulden, who has clambered out of the car.
And what was the other car that the BMW almost picked up as it went across the track? Was
Possibly
that another Hyundai?
Looks like a Pixum Team Adrenaline BMW,
okay.
maybe, in the famous orange and blue colours of that team.
I just saw the light blue. The 42 car, Timo out of it. He's rolled down his race overalls, taking his helmet off. He's cleared back some parts of the car. And he's looking rather ruefully over the triple layer arm coat to driver's right there. Meanwhile, coming out of the pits, the lead car.
Yeah,
and that has been a driver change. Out has got Manuel Metzger and Dirk Müller.
Yeah, that's the fourth driver to be at the wheel of that car.
Third driver at the wheel of that car, because Adam Christodoulou has yet to drive the number 2.
You're right. So we had a double, didn't we, from Engel?
So we had double from Engel, a double from Metzger.
Yeah, right, okay.
And I confidently predict that Dirk Muller's going to be doing a double as well, because Adam said that he wouldn't be getting in the car until it was dark, which will be about another 2 hours' time, I would think. Currently 8:10 here in Germany. But it's the time for all, and we have to have the top 6, top 7, now top 8 into the pits, because, as you say, Earl Bamber has brought the 911 car in and handed it back to Kevin Estra, and he is the 4th car driver. In fact, he's the start driver.
He is. So they've done the full cycle there, haven't they?
So we've done Estra, Christensen, Vantor, Bamber, and now back to Estra. So that's full cycle, yes. As you said, Johnny, 48 car is also in, and that's Raffaele Marcello bringing the HTP Manfilter-sponsored Mercedes into the pits. Lance David Arnold did a double at the start of the race. Raffaele Marcello has done a double. And so I suspect that car will probably be having a driver change, and either Maxi Gops or Christian Hohenadel. probably Christian Hernard, I would say, getting into it now. They'll be keeping Maxi Goetz for the night time, a bit like Black Falcon are doing. 31 car is also into the pits. That's Romain Dumas, another of the DUMs, but it's Romain Dumas with the Fricadelli Porsche into the pits in 4th place. In 5th place has now come the number 4 Audi, the Phoenix Audi, which Fred Verviche has been driving, having had 2 goes already today in the World Touring cars, or the WTCRs rather. So he's done his first stint, or he might. Yeah, Dries Van Toor before him did a double stint, so I'm not quite sure what's going on at Phoenix there. We'll find out. 16 is also in the pits. Renger van der Zande, the Phoenix racing car on the Dunlops, having a driver change. And the Lant Audi, number 29, is in. Christopher Haase bringing that car in. And Pelli is now coming in with Michael Lyons behind the wheel, and that will be going back to Marco Mapelli in the number 7. And also number 33 cars in, so right the way down to 10th place, each of those cars into the pits. And I suppose therefore, because we've got these slow zones out on the circuit, there's an equal amount of time gained, if you will, by all the cars that have made their pit stop.
Can I, just before we carry on, do Canadian drivers?
Yeah,
because
did you find so?
Sadly, no Bruno Spengler this year.
No,
and
that's who I was looking for.
No Kuno Whitmer, who have done the race previously. We had Whitmer last year, we had Spengler 2 years ago, but in the class-leading 62 SP7 car, Mullner Motorsport, not that driver, but a teammate, Mark J. Thomas, is from Canada.
Right,
and,
well done, Johnny.
I only know that because he's done the race before, and good old Wikipedia. It shows you the flags of the nations.
Well
so,
done.
58-year-old Canadian driver Mark J. Thomas, who's done the Daytona 24,
yep,
and Dubai 24 as well. But I can't find when he last. Oh no, he was at Nurburgring 2 years ago.
Right.
So and has actually raced an SP9 car in the past for Mullner Motorsport.
Stefan Spies said you can repair a car beside the track. It's possibly not actually allowed in the rules, but it's certainly been tolerated a few years ago. Stefan says we repaired a car at the bottom of the Style-Strecker and still finished the race. Oh, these BMWs dropping like flies at the moment. Matthew Moore, hello Matthew. Cheers from Watkins Glen, listening to your coverage. The N24. We've got pictures as well. www.radio-show.co.uk if you've got the bandwidth for that. And we'll see you next weekend for the Sailing 6 Hours over on RS2. IMSA Radio and IMSA TV been fired up for that as well. And Robin Hill saying, yeah, we're sad having seen Gulden's car off. I think that's done. There's a wheel a long way down the track, at least, what, 100 metres down the track? I think it's one of the BMW wheels, actually.
I think the BMW's lost at least one wheel, and I wouldn't be surprised if either the Hyundais had another wheel detach or, sorry,
now
just break off from the thought.
That's the Tiergarten where the blue BMW went off.
Well, it might be a Lexus, actually.
Oh, yeah, a 19 and 20 Lexus.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely, that's what it is. Both off in the Tiergarten, the 19 and the 20.
No, are you thinking of the Nissans? 19 and 20 aren't those cars. We've got 38, 39.
20's a Lexus, is it?
There's a Lexus LC in the entry, which is car 56.
The 20's a Lexus, the 20's an RCF, and the 19's a Nissan.
Yes. What's the 20?
The 20 is